my name is Elisha Keating from Wisdom Seekers, and I'm here for the day-by-day energy for this week, starting Sunday the 13th to Saturday the 20th, May 2018. And we'll start out with Sunday. And I see that it says a pretty cool card, right? A new day dawns. And I like that. The energy nowadays is about a new beginnings, new starts, fresh energy. We are actually returning to what we have been. We're not really finding new energy, but we are returning to old energy. And look at that, it's the goddess, the star. And the goddess was prevalent or powerful over 5,000 years ago. We shifted to a male-dominated lifestyle. Now we're shifting back from a male-dominated lifestyle to a female-male situation. So in that respect, yes, it is a new beginning, new day dawning. But in truth, we are really returning to our roots. We're returning to who we are. So Monday, and let the emotions flow. And that this includes opening up your third eye. And when the emotions is it's the language of the universe. If you want to express anything to the universe, you want to tell the universe that you want to be filthy rich, then you do it with emotions. If you want to tell the universe that you want to be in love, you do it with emotions. Not the, oh, poor me, what am I going to do? But the emotions of, I truly love the wealth. I truly love the guy. I truly love. So let the emotions flow. And what goes with it? Okay, so 3 of Swords. And this is a card of business. And it's a card of not doing well in business, actually. So you let the emotions flow. You let the universe know that it's not okay for you to have problems in business. You let the universe know that you have, well, learned your lesson. And hopefully you have learned your lesson, or else it will continue. And this is also a card of learning how to stand on your own 2 feet. So it's good. It's all very positive. Everything's positive, ultimately. So let's go for Tuesday. Where do I see the card for Tuesday? Right there. So see yourself in nature. Well, if you live in the city, there's many ways of seeing yourself in nature. You can go to the parks, you can daydream, you can look to the sky, or you can walk along the street. It doesn't matter where you are in nature. I believe the card means nature as in trees, etc., etc. But it doesn't matter, because nature is all powerful. If you leave a city block alone for a year or 2 years, nature reclaims it very quickly. So see yourself in the place that suits you best. And when you do that, you get the 9 of Cups. And this is the Cloud 9 card, being happy, being resourceful, being on top of the world. It's also the Wish card, and there's in tarot, there's a tradition with you get the 9 of Cups, you get to make a wish. So everybody who watches this video gets to make a wish on Tuesday. Bravo. So Tuesday, we're going to Wednesday. So make the sacrifice. For Tuesday, we've got back into the rhythm of life for the week. And making the sacrifice in this respect is maybe choosing to follow your path, but it's not necessarily the best path you could do. It may not be the easiest path. It may mean that you have to hurt somebody's feelings. It may mean that that you have to work a little harder or say goodbye to someone that you've never wanted to say goodbye to. And goodbyes or endings are never easy. Sometimes they are pleasant, but not until you've actually gone. So this card actually has been out and about. So when you make that sacrifice, what do you get? You get temperance. And it's energy from the heavens coming down to earth, creating a new beginning. We're driving back the old energy that's been holding you back or making you angry or frustrated, because you've faced it square on. You've made the sacrifice. You allowed it to leave. And there might be many layers of it, but even if you allow the first layer to leave, you will begin this new and exciting period. And so far, it has been for this week all very exciting and fun. So Wednesday, well, not fun necessarily, but it has been exciting. It's been all about new growth. And I do always recommend something, trying new, expanding your horizons. And this is a good one for Wednesday, or hump day. This is know your power. And many people have no idea of their true value, their true power, their true energy. They listen to that little voice in their head, in the center of their head, that has told them they are supposed to get married when they're 25, have 3.2 children, have a car in the garage and one you drive to work, and a house in Shadow Downs. Who knows? That is not necessarily your truth. But as long as you listen to other people's ideas of who you are, then you'll never be powerful. You can't be powerful because you've given your power away. So know your power. Know who you truly are. And what does that go with? All right, the interesting combination. 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a card of being rigid, being stuck, and in fear. Fear that you may not be able to make your ends meet next week or this week. Once you know your power, that will never, ever happen to you again. I can promise you that. So face your inner fears, know who you are, and I can 100% guarantee every one of you is powerful. Let's see. Now we're off the hump. We're down onto Thursday. And what do we get for Thursday? Follow the moon. And the moon is the psychic energy often. You follow the moon is to follow a dream. To follow not necessarily what we see in everyday life, but maybe what we see in our internal life. It's a subconscious. So follow your subconscious. Follow your dream subconscious. You know your subconscious is an idiot savant. It knows everything about you, but is not very bright about it. So if you think yourself powerless, your subconscious says, oh, okay, you want to be powerless, and it will give you more. If you tell your subconscious by your feelings that you want to be happy, joyful, strong, confident, empowered, then the subconscious will go, oh, they want to be powerful. They want to be confident. They want to be empowered. Then let's make that happen. So that's what you can do for that day. And this is the Two of Swords. And truly, it's an interesting card. And the way I read it is, it's a card of moving forward in balance. You may not have a clue how you're going to get to a place, but you know for sure you're going to get there. And you know exactly where you want to go. Well, you may not know exactly where you want to go, but you have a feeling of where you want to go. And you follow that feeling, and that feeling will get you there. So Thursday. Now we go to Friday. And I always go from the middle, don't I? Let's see. Maybe that one works better. So Friday. Respect your boundaries. And that sounds exactly opposite to what I've been telling you, but it isn't, because within your boundaries you will find your strengths. If you are too airy-fairy, then you're throwing away your power. If you don't go to the edge of your boundaries, you're not expanding yourself enough. So you've all met that person who lives in a dream world. Well, it's her world or his world. It doesn't have to be your world, but respect your boundaries. And I got the Five of Pentacles to go with it. And that's a feeling of looking in at other people and wishing that you had what they had. It's also one of gaining advantage. Advantage is a lesson. All right. Respect your boundaries. Do not wish for what other people have. Wish for what is rightfully yours. And the whole world is rightfully yours, but your portion of it. Okay, so Saturday. Saturday is here. Found it. Change is unavoidable. Well, the whole week I've been talking about energetically has been about change. Changing who you are, changing your perspective. And this Saturday it's telling you just to admit it, just to go with it. Be comfortable with who you are. Things change, and that's a given. Life will always continue to change. And as you do, you who are the spiritual seeker, you will be the hermit. And the hermit used to be in a cave, but now is out and is a way shower, a light bearer. You were meant to lead the way through the spiritual traumas and ups and downs that we are all moving through right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to this video, right? So Saturday is a day of introspection, not getting out there and doing. It's a day of introspection, of accepting who you are and what will come from the changes that you're creating. And it's a day of allowing your life to change. It's a day of allowing life to become free. That's the energy, spiritually speaking, for the week of May 13th to 20th. And it looks really good. So I have to go at this point and say goodbye. Namaste, namasko.